Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dragons of Orlando. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from the City Beautiful. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. DJ Reader busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, let's go.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Lawrence. That one behind his man, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Taken down at the 42. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll run for it with Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught, and he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They go play action now. Lawrence, flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Red on red. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. Give to Bigsby on the option. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Here comes third and about a foot. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. Here's Bigsby. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A third down gain of 19.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Easy.
A run here with Bigsby. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons get a bit closer. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A give running right is Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Curley. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Complete to Addison on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Like one of the DBs has it. He's got daylight. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Hale. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Curley, pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Curley completes this to Addison out left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready up.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Curley. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Slot man moves right.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, You know, it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now an option play on second down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Fred on red.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hale. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. Curley, Justin Jefferson. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Done. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
2nd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hale. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Go.
3rd and 3.
19 Lions. 7 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Curley. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now Lawrence. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back live to Orlando as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter.
Lisa 24.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. Now inside the 25, and he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the option. 45 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Take Bigsby with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Hey.
Now a 2nd and 2. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit. You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh? Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front. Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that? 8 ounce is good. All right, just checking.
Rip, 23.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Steps away. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Dragons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game. Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions.
Now a give right side. It's Hale. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Curley. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second and a couple. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He gets it to Addison. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lawrence buying time to his left. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. On the carry, Bigsby.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Minnesota, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.